Welcome everyone. Today we're going to do a reading for all signs. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a 3-card reading for love and then a 3-card reading for money, covering all the bases. When we do in like all signs, how do you know it's for you? You'll feel it. I feel like if you were called to the reading, chances are there's some type of message in here for you. So let's just stop talking and get into your reading. We're going to use the light tarot for your love, and we're going to use the tarot dreams for your money. Okay. We're going to start with love. I'm going to give them a couple shuffles, even though everything's already pre-shuffled. I want to remind you guys that I did start a membership program, 3 different tiers. The 3rd tier gives you, the 2nd and 3rd actually give you private videos for members only, which I'm doing a lot of. And then I'm also going to be teaching tarot in the way that I read tarot. And then we'll also be doing free online live readings. I had to mark it as like a yes and no, but really the private readings will be in depth. So I'm only going to take so many because I do want to keep it pretty personalized, but I do want to put it out there for you. Tomorrow is when we're doing our 2 p.m. For members live reading. So if you're interested, try to join before that, but I'll be doing them often. Okay guys, let's begin. We're going to start with love. Love, love, love. Okay, well, we open with the Empress. That's good energy. You know, the Empress is ready. The Empress is ready. If we look at this Empress, she's like in her 3rd trimester, right? She's about to give birth to something. The Empress is very creative, so this could be in your creative house, but it could also be talking about love. It's also a vibration that we reach. I feel like the Empress, she's not afraid of things coming into her life, people coming into her life. Why? Because she has the wisdom to know if something's going to be good or not so good for her. She pays attention to the signs, even the red flags. Well, hello, Chariot. First of all, 2 major arcanas. This is the card of Cancer. I feel like the Chariot is really a reward for the balance that we found within ourselves. The feminine and the masculine, the light and the dark, all of that. It's finding a beautiful balance within all of that. It's really kind of understanding life, and I feel like the Chariot then shows. Because why? Because now you're ready for the Chariot. You know, to me, the Chariot is about mind control. I don't need to hold the reins to control where the horses go. It's my thoughts that move this Chariot. There's no limit. The only limits placed upon the Chariot would be our human limits. We have, well, hello, Emperor. And you guys, I shuffled this deck probably 10 times and then shuffled it, I don't know how many times before we started. Look at this, the Empress and the Emperor with the Chariot in between. Wow. Okay. Let's go ahead and bring in the Gilded Tarot, because we are going to clarify. I'm not just going to leave you hanging like that. But how beautiful, because we have the Emperor and the Empress, and I really feel like this is talking about, it's almost like the divine masculine and the divine feminine have found balance within themselves. It's like the Empress is heading towards the Emperor. All major arcanas, by the way. And you're sick of me saying this, but we are in the year of the lovers. So that means something. Okay, we're just going to clarify. All right, we have the 3 of Wands. So this is the way I look at life. This is me believing that all good things can happen. And therefore they do. I expect good things to happen. And therefore they do. Three of Wands. I know my ships are coming in. You know, it's interesting because the Empress, it's almost like she's laying in bed, right? It's like she's dreaming. And I have a feeling who she's dreaming about is the Emperor. Because this Chariot is connecting the two of them together. Alright, let me bring this lid down for you. Let's look under the Chariot. We have the Three of Swords. Interesting, we have 2 threes. Really, we have 3 threes with the Empress. That alone could be a message, an angel message. Well, hello. Trying to sneak out of there. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles. So how interesting. Excuse me. The Nine of Pentacles coming under the Emperor. And a lot of times the Emperor can stand as the business owner, as the manager. It's usually someone that we look up to. Interesting, this may be someone who owns their own business. You may even find that you both do something very similar, or maybe one does it and, you know, it's like, let's say it's like a YouTube channel, right? Like the Emperor has a YouTube channel and the Empress comes across it. And they connect that way. So you have the Three of Swords here. And I feel like what this is saying, because it's next to the Three of Wands, is it's the decision on how I want to look at life. You know, we've all had the Three of Swords. We've all had that heartache. At least I think most people have. At least at a certain age, by a certain age. You know what I mean? But, you know, that heartache is there to teach us something. Let's take one below that. Look at this. And then we have the Three of Wands right below it again. So, I can either look at my life and remember all the times that I've taken those swords right in the heart, or I can let that be. I can move on from that, because remember, the Empress has walked the journey of all the queens, but she's done the reflection after each journey. The journey of the Wands, the journey of the Cups, the journey of the Swords, the journey of the Pentacles. Well, we have the Two of Pentacles. And let's take one more under that. And then we have the Magician, the Manifester, bringing it together. You know, just looking at this alone, the Magician next to the Three of Wands, this is giving you, it's almost like a lesson in how to manifest, right? Because we can manifest out of hurt energy just like we can manifest out of positive energy. So we want to think about that, because we're always manifesting, right? We're always creating our future through our present day decisions, let's say. I think the healing process may have taken some time. However, I feel like, you know, it's interesting because the Three of Swords is now right in the middle. So I feel like if that Three of Swords didn't happen, maybe I wouldn't have understood that I am the Empress or I am the Emperor, whoever you are here. Okay, I'm going to take one more. We have the Six of Pentacles. So I feel like this Emperor, and again, male, female, doesn't matter. They're like-minded energy. Doesn't mean they're exactly the same, because they're really opposite. You know, the Emperor is about making plans and very logical type of energy. The Empress is very creative and nurturing, and when you put the two together, it's just perfect. They are the power couple in all ways. So interesting. I feel like this Emperor could be working, just to give you a clue, where, again, helping others, right? Helping others. The Six of Pentacles talks about empathy and compassion. And this empathy and compassion is part of what someone does, right? So I'm using my own empathy because I've been there. And I feel like I'm helping others because of that. So this may be just a little clue of who these people are, potentially how we may meet them. The Chariot, I feel like, I can kind of let go of control of that. I like the Chariot above that Three of Swords because I feel like I'm moving on from that energy, and that's why the Three of Wands is here. It's almost like I make a conscious decision to move beyond the pain of yesterday, of yesteryear. So, the Emperor and the Empress are coming together. Now, I say they're coming together. Does it have to be? You can always say no. They could always say no. But why? I just don't feel like that's the case. I feel like this has probably taken some time for some people because, again, reaching that Empress and the Emperor status means that there's been time. There's been lots of lessons. There's been a lot of different pinnacles in each of their lives. There may be a lot of similar lessons. But listen, when they come together, they can be each other's greatest teacher. And they really do balance. They really will balance each other out. I kind of love that. Okay, let's let that be. Love, love, love. Though I did forget to look at the bottom of the deck, so let's take a quick look. Page of Cups. So, this could talk about the time period it took to learn really how to love yourself again. And loving yourself again means that you're allowing yourself to be open to adventures, right? I often see in this page like my higher self trying to help me. And look at that, the Four of Swords is under that. So we had that Three of Swords. Well, here's the healing. Interesting. And then we have the Five of Cups with the Ace of Cups. Wow. Some of you, this Emperor or Empress could be someone that you have already known. The Five of Cups says be careful that you don't get lost in any energy of, like all that I have lost. And instead think about all that is yet to be gained. That's what the Five of Cups really speaks of two cups that have yet to be found. But then look what was under it. The Ace of Cups. And then look what was under that. The Sun. Feeling like a kid again. Brand new. And look under that. I just keep going on and on. We have the Ace of Swords. Some type of communication. Truth. And under that, the High Priestess. Trust the signs. Trust yourself. When I read comments of people who say, I don't know how I ended up in the reading. Like if I'm doing, let's say Virgo, for example. I have no Virgo in my chart. It's your intuition. It just means that there's still signs for you, even if it's not your astrological sign. You certainly could have it buried somewhere in your chart. I don't think that's the case, though, in this type of reading. Okay. Let's move to money, 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 money. Money. All right. It's funny. Is that a Pink Floyd song? I don't think so. All right. Tarot Dreams. Already pre-shuffled, but we're going to give them couple more shuffles. We're going to give them a cut. And guys, really what I'm looking at is August. Remember that the Lionsgate portal opened with the Leo new moon at the end of July, and it stays open until August 12th. This is a time when the portals to above are truly open, and I feel like we can have more, our angels get more involved in our life probably than ever before. Something I want to remind you though, your angels need your request to, they can protect you. They protect you and all that, but for you to want to change in your life and you want it to come from your angels, you have to ask for that request. Your spirit guides are always sending you signs. They're always involved in your life and they're sending you signs. Now, again, whether we pay attention or not, that's free will. Okay. Money. King of Wands. Can be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Doesn't have to be any of them. First thing I would say is the go-getter, right? This is the king of action. We have, hello, Palace of Cups. So a palace, at least to me, I never read the book. I should read the book. But I don't like doing that. I like to read them intuitively. So the palace to me is where ultimately I want to end up. And then we have the sun again. With this king, could certainly be the energy of Leo, right? But let's talk about this. The sun is Leo's ruler. We're in Leo's energy. We were just talking about the Lion's Gate portal. I feel like all of that is coming into play here. The sun, is Leo's ruler. And that means, to take on that energy that we want to be the go-getter, right? Like this time doesn't feel like a time where I sit back and don't do anything. I feel like I have to take real action. But in that action, listen, what's in the middle? The Palace of Cups. Okay, let's go ahead and give them another shuffle. And let's go a little deeper. First of all, before I forget, let's look at the bottom. Hello, Temperance. First of all, card of Sagittarius. So we have two major arcanas in your money sector. Sagittarius, divine timing, divine order. The sun, complete illumination. Nothing to fear here. One more shuffle. Let's give him a cut and let's get into this. Excuse me. We now have the King of Swords. Coming under that King of Wands, we have the Ten of Swords. Coming under that palace. I feel like this is saying that some of you have been in a workplace, let's say, or doing something, in how you make your pentacles. I don't feel a true sense of joy with it. Matter of fact, I feel like the Ten of Swords is saying that, I keep getting stabbed in the back. And then we have the Hangman. The Hangman, this could be some of you thinking, or even an opportunity that may show itself to take you into a new direction. Let's see what else we have. The Page of Cups. We have the Sun again over that Ten of Swords. And then we have the Six of Cups. Okay, this is what I feel like. I feel like this Ten of Swords now being in the middle of the money reading. This is talking about, listen, maybe just dagger after dagger in my back, right? Maybe someone hasn't been truthful, honest. Whatever it is, it doesn't seem like it's serving me anymore. It feels like the kind of energy where it's like, it's like before I go to bed, I'm like, damn, I don't want to go to work tomorrow, and then you get up in the morning, like, I don't want to go to work today. It's kind of like dragging type of energy. Now listen, I don't feel like, if this is a change of position, again, I don't feel like where I was at was for nothing, because you must have learned a lot. If nothing else, let's say that you're moving ahead. It's teaching you, like, I don't want to be the type of leader who keeps throwing daggers in people's back, right? I don't want to be that way. But this is also what I'm thinking. Some of you, I feel like there may be some type of offer coming your way that could move you back, I'm going to say home. Now, it could be home as in a place that you grew up, or it could be a place that you remember, that when you think about it, it brings joyful memories to you. I feel like there is an opportunity here, and I do feel like it, for some, there may be movement in that also. I don't see anywhere where I'm fearful of that. I really don't, because, the Hangman here, I feel like the Hangman is just waiting. I'm just waiting for the right time. I want to go, before I let you go, because I always got to look. All right, we have the 10 of Wands. So I wanted to look a little closer at that Hangman. And now the Hangman is carrying that 10 of Wands. So listen, also a time of heavy responsibility, right? 10 of Wands means the majority of the work has ended up on your back, on your shoulders. It becomes too much. I don't like the 10 of Wands and the 10 of Swords here. It just tells me that, you're not feeling fulfilled, perhaps, in a current situation. But in the same breath, don't think that it has to be that way. Because I feel like some of you, listen, there's something within you that I feel like has been there since you've been a child. Maybe you're born with it. But it's something, it's almost like a gift that I recognized from when I was young, when I was little, that maybe I did put on the back burner, right? Maybe it's a dream that, I'm not going to make a lot of money, but sometimes, money's not everything. But with Temperance here, I do feel like there's change coming. There's something is changing. Something is coming. But listen, again, it's in divine timing. But with these two 10s, I feel like it's quick. And then look at this. Whatever's coming in gives you an opportunity to celebrate. And look at this. And then the Tower. Now, I don't feel like this Tower is... Oh, and then look at this. The Hermit. Oh my gosh. And then the 9 of Pentacles. Some of you are moving into your own business. And can you be successful? Oh yeah. Why? Because you've had so many experiences in your life. Because you've made it through these towers. And listen, and now we have the Hermit under that. Some of you, this is about your spirituality, and I would not be surprised if you were starting some type of business that's relating to your spirituality, or at least you're using that, right? Let's just call it wisdom. But Temperance is saying, listen, something's coming your way. It's something that you will be able to celebrate. It didn't come easy, that's for sure. You did have to take a lot, and maybe there were some big lessons in there. But listen, and then maybe some of you are now going to be business owners, and because you've experienced, like, the energy of that 10 of Swords, dagger after dagger, the energy of the 10 of Wands, everything's on my shoulders. I feel like if I now become a business owner, I know not to do that to my employees, right? So I've learned, like, I can't get the best out of my employees if I am a tyrant. So, a couple things. Some I feel like are moving, and I feel like it's an opportunity. I feel like it's a good thing. Again, I feel like this celebration is for all factors. Some of you, I feel like you're being promoted. I feel like, it's almost like someone for those who may be promoted, it's like, I feel like there's someone in the company who has taken notice of probably your hard work, but also, like, the Ten of Daggers kind of feels like jealousy. Like, maybe you're really good at what you're doing, other people are jealous of that. But it doesn't mean that management has stepped in. But now I feel like management is now seeing it. So this feels like a couple different things for different people. Some of you having your own business now. And if it's a spiritual based business, and again, that can mean a lot of different things. It had to come through your experiences. All right. Let's just, because we have these 2 10s here, I want to move past them. I want to move beyond them. We have the 2 of Pentacles, okay? I feel like, they call that the Juggler's card, but I feel like that's where you're trying to make a logical decision about something. We have the 7 of Wands. Interesting, I feel like some of you could be an attorney. But this is really, the defender. You could be defending off these attacks yourself. But you can also be helping to defend, like the underdog. And let's take one more. Or 2. We have the High Priestess. And hello, lovers. What are you doing in a money reading? Well, first of all, this can be a head of heart decision. That's the meaning of the card. But I have to say, if we just look back at our love reading, it felt like some of you are meeting someone in the arena of your pentacles. Wow. That kind of puts it right in place. It's almost like this happens first, and then maybe the love sector opens up. High Priestess, that's your intuition. That's your GPS. Wow. All right, guys, I think I'm going to leave it there. I think that was a nice ending because it seemed to bring the love and the money together. Again, all signs. Trust what you feel. That's the main thing. Trust what you feel. Pay attention to all the cards, not just the lovely ones, right? We have to know how to get there at the same breath. These are suggestions, I feel. But nonetheless, I feel like there is something coming your way, and it's divine. And it gives you an opportunity to celebrate. To celebrate. Then I look at that Hermit. I can't help but bring that Hermit back up. A 9. It talks about the reflection over the last pinnacle of my life, or like the last cycle. Our lives are like 9-year cycles. I'm a master number 11, but I'm in a personal year 1, so I'm in the year of the Magician. This is the year of manifesting. I feel like that's why I started my membership program. I'm doing a lot of new things that are just coming to me. So follow your intuition. Follow your intuition. These towers, oh, by the way, hello, 9 of Cups or 9 of Pentacles under that. Again, was in the love reading. Tower. The Hermit has complete understanding now over that tower. Temperance says, in divine timing, there will be a reason to celebrate. Believe it. Trust it. But be proactive. The King of Wands being our first card. Well, think of like Aries. And Aries is responsible for planting those seeds, right? Planting the seeds. So in the fall, we'll have a harvest. Well, that's any time. I'm planting my seeds right now. Some of you, if there's something that has been like this gift, I want to say, that's been within you that maybe you haven't had the opportunity to really explore, this may be the time. So, I'm going to leave it there, guys. I love you. I thank you. I thank you in all the ways you support me. I thank you for helping to support others also. That means so much to me. Thank you for sharing me on your social media platforms. That helps a lot. It really does. It helps my channel to grow. And it's not about, like I know a lot of, a lot of people here on it's all about the money. And it's not all about the money. It's about this for me. But you do need money to survive. So I don't even know why I said all that. I guess just thank you. Thank you for your donations. Thank you for just helping to keep my channel alive in all the many ways you do. But mainly, thank you for joining me at my table. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.